Welcome to the Reseller Store v2.1 update overview. In this update, there was a change to the domain search widget, which includes a fix for Safari browsers due to the default security settings in Safari browsers on Mac and iOS devices. Also, the CSS has been updated for this widget to work better across several different themes, as well as to account for the fix that was made for the Safari browsers. The product widget has also been updated to include the same fix for the default security settings and privacy settings in Safari browsers. A new classic layout type has been introduced, and the support for configuration pages on the cart checkout has also been included in this update. In addition, there are some additional new products, which include a code signing certificate and a driver signing certificate that we will cover in this update. Also, we have launched a beta version of the Reseller Store settings that is compatible with this v2.1 update. The Reseller Store settings plugin will be v1.8.1. You can download this plugin from go.me/beta, and this allows for setting options for product and domain widgets. It allows applying a promo code to your site when adding a product to cart, and it allows for overriding the language and currencies, as well as import missing and new products. So let's get started and take a look at this update. So I've logged into my site here, and I will go to Dashboard, and then down to the plugins. Now I've updated to the v2.1 Reseller Store plugin, and I have also downloaded the Reseller Store settings and installed version 1.8.1, which is compatible with the v2.1 update. Now let's go to visit the home page here, and I've already added the domain search widget, which was updated with the new Safari privacy settings. And let's do a search for a domain here. After searching, I can go ahead and select domains and then click Continue to Cart, which will work across all browsers, including Safari, iOS devices, and Android devices. And that will take me through the checkout flow here, and I'll go ahead and continue and add those items to cart. Another change you'll notice that has been made is that the full menu now displays when in the checkout flow. I'm going to go ahead and click on Home to come back to my WordPress website. The widget also supports a modal overlay. I can click Customize here and edit the domain widget, and come down here and choose Display Results in a Modal. And let's publish those settings. Now the same functionality exists where I can search. However, now the results will show in a modal window that will allow me to select and continue to cart. In addition, with this update, we have provided two layouts for the product widgets. The first layout includes the Add to Cart button at the top above the content area, and the second layout shows the Add to Cart button below the content area. Now, when I click Edit Page, I can edit these products and change how that Add to Cart button renders. So let's go ahead and click on that. And I can control the layout down here by choosing either a default or classic layout. So the default layout shows the button above the content, and then classic layout will show the button below the content. In addition, to support the privacy settings in Safari browsers, you will want to leave this box checkmarked Redirect to Cart after adding items. Leaving this box checkmarked will give the maximum amount of compatibility for all browsers. So let's go ahead and click Update, and then we can preview this site. Now, when I click Add to Cart, your shopper will be taken through the checkout flow, which will allow them to select their terms and also additional add-on products such as website backup, website security, and SSL certificates. Let's go ahead and add that and click Continue. And I have now added those products to my cart. Let's go ahead and go back home to my WordPress site. Now let's take a look at additional products that were added to the product catalog. Navigate to my dashboard and then Reseller Store. You will now have 67 of products available, which include 2 additional certificates, a code signing and driver signing certificate. If you do not see these products available in your product catalog, you can either come down here to plugins and deactivate the plugin and reactivate, which would import those products. Another option would be to install the Reseller Store settings, and you will have an additional menu option in Reseller Store here called Settings. Let's go ahead and click on that. Now, when I click on that and click on the Data tab, there's an option here for Import Products. This will check against the API if there are any additional products that are missing from your catalog and import them. Let's go ahead and click Import. And that has imported catalogs. That tool is also useful if by chance you have deleted a product and then need to re-import that product. So now I have 66 products. I can go to Settings and click Data and click Import. And that will have imported the product again. Deleting a product is not recommended if you have made a change to a product and need to restore it. Instead, we recommend that you simply select the product and from the menu here, choose Restore Product Data and then click Apply. That will keep the same product ID and post ID and call our API to get the latest data. If at any point your icons are out of sync or the content within a product is out of sync, what we recommend placing a check mark on those products and clicking Restore Product Data. And after a brief moment, you will see that those products have been updated and you will have a confirmation up here for the number of products that have been updated. So let's go ahead and take a look at the code signing products. So I'm going to go to my pages here. And I have created a new page called Code and Driver Signing Certificates. And let's edit. So here is a page I've created with content on it. And I can provide a link to this HTML content that I have added for this page. And let's go ahead and add the code signing certificate. Now I have the driver signing and the code signing certificate. Now for these products, I want all of the content to display, so I will highlight that product and uncheck mark the set content height on both products. And that will display all of the details about that product. Let's go ahead and update and preview what that page looks like. And I can click Add to Cart to add one of those products to cart. And there's my driver signing certificate. Let's explore the Reseller Settings companion plugin a little bit more. This plugin allows for setting default settings on the product widget, the domain widget, as well as setting the localization settings within the plugin, the overall setup of the plugin, including the sync times with the API. As mentioned earlier, the ability to check for new products as well as export products. Clicking on export, I'll be able to get a JavaScript object of all of the product details that are included with the plugin, as well as a developer mode that provides some debug settings. Now let's take a look at the product tab here and scroll down to the bottom. Now I have added an ISC code SKCD bundle to my product. And what this allows for is if anytime a product is added to cart, if I have set up a promo code in my Reseller Control Center by going to Reseller Control Center and then choosing Marketing, Promotions, and I can create a custom promo code here. And this promo allows for a 15% discount when an order of $75 or more is placed. Let's go back to my Reseller Control Center and enter that in. And so adding a promo code like this is a nice way to promote additional sales on your website when somebody orders, in this case, places an order greater than $75. And so the way I can see this work is if I go to my cart and check out, and I scroll all the way down the bottom, you will notice that the promo code has been applied with the discount. In this case, it's $93,000, which is definitely above the $75 order size. This concludes the plugin overview of the Reseller Store plugin and the Reseller Store Settings plugin. Again, you can download the Reseller Store Settings 1.8.1 plugin at go.me/beta. And you can download the latest release of the Reseller Store plugin at wordpress.org/plugin/reseller store or from the plugins menu within the WordPress dashboard. Be sure to subscribe to our Reseller Team channel for additional plugin videos and tutorials, past Moneymaker webinar recordings, and past product announcement recordings.